Two-part question here. First, are you having trouble sleeping lately? Second, are you somebody who had COVID? Well, there's a sleep expert who says these two may in fact be connected.
Yeah, they're calling it Coronasomnia. And so we want to learn more about this issue with someone who knows all about getting a good night's sleep. We're talking with Nobleman. She is the founder of the highly acclaimed Sleep Sense program. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right, well, let's talk about sleeping because we all need a good night's sleep. But what are people telling you about this problem? How soon do they start to see it develop?
Well, I think it's been a stressful year for everybody, and we know that stress plays a very negative role in the quality of our sleep. So I think people are worried. They're spending a lot of time sort of consuming news and watching numbers, and all of that compounding stress that the virus has caused is keeping people up at night.
Is there a certain type of sleeplessness we're talking about? Is it difficulty falling asleep? Is it no problem there, but then you wake up and you can't go back to sleep? Are we seeing any specific type of symptoms here?
I think it can be both. I've heard from people that the falling asleep piece is really tough for them. It's hard to turn their minds off. They're most likely looking at their devices right before they turn the lights off, which is going to impact your melatonin levels, which if those aren't high enough, you're going to have a hard time falling asleep. And I've also heard that people are waking up halfway through the night and you've got that quiet, your mind starts to go, and now spending the next hour tossing and turning in your bed trying to stop worrying and get back to sleep.
Do we know exactly what is causing it, though? Is it like COVID affects, a certain part of your brain that monitors your sleep? I mean, what's happening here?
I think it's too soon to tell. People who have had COVID have reported that they've had a harder time sleeping. Even after I got the second vaccine, I actually had a hard time sleeping that night. But we're not sure exactly why. I think more will be revealed.
Okay, so that said, what can we do about it? Is there any medication people are taking? Is anything helping people?
Well, medication has its time and its place. If you've had several weeks of insomnia and you're having just a really hard time breaking the cycle, then I find taking, just some over-the-counter melatonin or talking to your doctor about a sleep aid can be helpful just to kind of break the trend of insomnia and get you back on track. But I like to talk more about things we can do that we have the power over within our lifestyle and our habits so that we don't have to rely on any kind of over-the-counter or prescription medication.
Well, like what? What do you mean?
So some of my top tips would be set a time limit on when you will turn off consuming news and social media. I like to tell people at least an hour before bed, if you can turn off all of your devices, including your television, and just spend a little bit of time on yourself, maybe take a bath or a shower, do some reading, listen to a podcast, write in a journal. These things are a great way to sort of set the stage for a good night's sleep because you're taking time to focus on yourself and do activities that are relaxing. You're also turning off those devices so that we can give melatonin a chance to start building before we actually turn the lights out.
All right, Dana.
Another great tip.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, another great tip is to limit activities that you do in your bed to only sleep. So don't work in bed, don't watch TV there, don't scroll your phone in bed. Try to start sending a message to your body and your brain that when you go to this lovely, comfortable place, it's for sleep and sleep alone.
Well, I definitely have that problem at night. My husband's always grabbing the phone out of my hands and go to sleep because you do activate your brain. Hey, Dana, thank you so much. Dana Nobleman from the Sleep Sense program. Appreciate your tips and making people aware that this could be an issue for them.
Right. Thank you.
8:36 still ahead. After a year of COVID restrictions and shutdowns, people are ready for a summer getaway. So, what are the latest travel trends and where are they going? And when they come here, what do they want to do? We're talking with a Google Trends expert coming up.
No fireworks for the 4th. Say it isn't so, but parts of the country will not be lighting up the night sky. We'll tell you why. All right, welcome back. 8:40 and a tepid start to the day on Wall Street. You're looking at the big board of the New York Stock Exchange. It might have something to do with the Federal Reserve. They are set to announce their forecast today. They're looking ahead, and there's a lot of nervousness about coming rate hikes. There's also some inflationary issues. We talked about that with Phil Flynn. Anita and I did just yesterday. So apparently the investors are just kind of staying on the sidelines for right now. We'll stay on top of the numbers for you throughout the day.
With the 4th of July coming up pretty fast, a lot of places in the United States are facing a fireworks shortage. Now, we told you the issue is with shipping. Prices have doubled, and a lot of shipping containers are stuck in some of the ports. So we called around to the fireworks stores in Indiana, like Dynamite and Uncle Sam's and Hammond, and they say they are stocked up, but they are seeing a lot of demand right now.
Well, that said, summer, of course, is here, and a lot of us can't wait to get out of Dodge.
Yeah, that's right. People are booking their summer getaways, and Google, they know exactly where you're looking. And here to tell us more about your searches is Google Trends expert Molly Vandenberg. Hey, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I always find these segments fun and interesting because you guys know what we're looking for. Okay, so cities across America, they're opening up. Here in Chicago, we are opened as of last Friday. But I got to think that people here may want a change of scenery. So where are they looking to spend their vacations?
When we look at our top trending destinations this year, the top 3 are Round Rock, Texas, Destin, Florida, and Bar Harbor, Maine. So lots of places with outdoorsy attractions and great things to see. I think people are very eager to spend some time in the sunshine and get away.
Molly, I've never heard of any of those places. How are people hearing about them?
It's a great question. We find that a lot of people are doing research online and planning their trips. Doodle.com/travel is a great resource for you to do so. But when we say that these destinations are trending, it's because we've seen an increase in hotel searches in those areas year over year. So definitely some new buzzy locations that perhaps people haven't visited before.
Huh.
Okay, so there are people who want to come here to Chicago for a break, and I'm just wondering what parts of Chicago are they considering if they were to come here?
I love the city of Chicago. In fact, I grew up in Michigan, so I have very fond memories of spending the summer visiting. And while I don't have data specifically on where exactly within Chicago people are looking to visit, I can tell you for sure that it is a popular destination. And what I think is a great resource for anyone visiting the area is to really utilize the Explore tab on your Google Maps app. That's going to show you, no matter what area of the city that you're in, what restaurants or coffee shops or other things nearby that you can find that fit your preferences.
Yeah, and that leads me to my next question, because when we get to our destination, of course, we don't want to just stay in the hotel or the Airbnb. We want to get out and do things. So what are you seeing with regard to activities in the search criteria?
We're seeing a lot of search interest, of course, in beaches, in parks, and of course, everyone loves to find a great restaurant. So we see that continue to be a trend. But as I mentioned, it's a great resource to be able to have your phone out, check out what's around you in an unfamiliar area. And I know that Chicago has so much to offer with the lakefront. So that's my personal recommendation as well.
Well, you know, a lot of people want to fly. They don't want to drive. And given the gas prices, I suppose I can understand why, but that still affects their air flights. But, you know, they're trying to navigate these COVID, requirements. Every state has different requirements. What are they looking into when it comes to that?
We've launched a really handy tool because we know it's so hard to stay on top of things if you are looking to travel, where if you search on Google for something like flights to Chicago, or if you're really ambitious, flights to Paris, you'll actually see it pop up if there is a known travel advisory. And if there is, you can also turn on an alert to be able to be notified if that changes. So as you're making these plans, if you have a destination in mind but you're not sure, it's a great resource to check out.
We got 30 seconds left. Anita and I, we've been talking for the past couple of weeks trying to get away this summer, but it's been tough because a lot of these places are sold out. They don't have enough workers. Yeah. Are you sensing some frustration with would-be travelers?
I would imagine that it can be a frustrating experience with prices on the rise or if things are sold out. So my best tip there is to be able to start planning now, plan ahead, maybe think about a new location that you haven't thought of before. I think so many of us are getting used to getting back into the swing of things and traveling again, which is exciting, but not without its problems. So I think we can all pack our patience as well.
You're absolutely right. People are definitely looking into it, and Scott's right too. Everything's booking up quickly. I started planning my vacation for July and August back in April, March. So yeah, people are ready to break out and get out and enjoy. Hey, thank you so much for coming on, talking about what people are looking up. It's always nice to know what people are up to.
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I asked her during the commercial break if she's got a nap pod, because she works for Google, and Google has all the cool stuff. If our overlords are watching, I would love a nap pod or two here in the newsroom. I think it'd be fabulous, because sometimes
some people don't know what it is. What is it?
They've done studies on this, Anita. You go into these little nap pods. It's completely enclosed. And they play music, and it's dark, and your productivity shoots through the roof.
You sleep for a little bit, but
when
you get up,
it's like you're on your lunch break. You take a little 20-minute snooze.